Giants. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The Giants are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Jones. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second down, Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Being chased out left. On Herbert, his third interception. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Jones. Throwing on third and long. And he'll get this underneath. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Herbert. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And he'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 20, 10, 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a... There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 4th down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. It's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jones will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Herbert. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Swift going to try up the middle. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Wants to try to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. But breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 4th down, Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And some courage there. Your side of the field in overtime, first drive, going for it. Wow, they got it, though.
Sometimes you have the feel that whether you turn it over on your side of the field or you punt it away to them and give them the ball, you're not going to be able to stop them anyway. They decided to gamble on themselves, and that was a big pickup.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a give right side Swift. And he stopped immediately there. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.